Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to learn about riddles. I promise you'll have a happy time and a greatly enjoyable time looking at these riddles. Now, what are riddles? A riddle is a funny brain teaser in the form of a question or statement to be solved. Usually, riddles are puzzles or challenges. They have a double or hidden meaning that requires creative, outside the box thinking. The solutions are often unexpected, making one think very carefully in order to solve them. Now, what are the benefits of riddles? Why should we learn about riddles? Or why should we practice riddles or look at riddles and try to solve them? Because riddles enhance comprehending skills, problem solving ability, and critical thinking. Point number 2. Riddles enable greater focus and attention. They are a source of amusement. They provide a sense of accomplishment. Point 3. Riddles improve our language skills and kindle our interest in linguistics. Point 4. Riddles develop analytical thinking and deductive ability in us. Now, riddle 1. What is the difference between a jeweler and a jailer? Difference between a jeweler and a jailer. Answer: a jeweler sells watches and a jailer watches sells. A jeweler sells watches and a jailer watches sells. Now, riddle 2. I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I? Obviously, a map that contains all these items. Riddle 3. What kind of band never plays music? A band is supposed to play music, but which band doesn't play it at all? Of course, it is the rubber band. Riddle 4. Can you guess? Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the highest mountain in the world? And look at the funny answer. Mount Everest, it just wasn't discovered yet. Therefore, always it happens to be Mount Everest. I hope you understood the pun there. Now, 3 more riddles for you. I have branches, but no fruit, trunk or leaves. What am I? So, no branches, no fruits, no leaves. So, it has branches, but no fruits or no leaves. So, what is that? Bank. Of course, it is the bank that has branches everywhere, but it does not bear fruit. It does not have leaves. Look at the next riddle now. What belongs to you, but everyone else uses it? It belongs to you. You're the sole owner of it, but everyone uses it. What is it? Of course, your name. It brings you glory. It brings you fame. Then, what has 4 fingers and 1 thumb, but isn't alive? It is a glove. Now we look at some chemist riddles. What did one ion say to the other? One ion. So, the answer is, I've got my eye on you. That is, eye on you. I've got my eye on you. So, I am watching you. I am observing you all the time. So, that is the pun there. What do you call a tooth in a glass of water? So, it is 1 molar solution. Tooth, it refers to molar. So, it is in water, which is a solution. So, it is 1 molar solution, which is of course a chemical term. Why do chemists like nitrates so much? Nitrates. Because they are cheaper than day rates. It's actually day rates. Cheaper than day rates. So, nitrates are liked very much by chemists. So, you should enjoy the pun there. Now, here's a saying. Don't trust atoms. They make up everything. Because atom is the smallest particle that bears all the properties of the original element. Therefore, they make up. What is make up? Invent. Now look at the next one. Now here are some mathematical puzzles. Okay. So look at the first one. Naveen's mother has 3 children. Ramesh, Sarla and who else? Think of the answer. I'll do the next one now. 81 into 9 is equal to 801. 81 into 9. Actually, the equation is not correct. It's invalid. But just for an experimental basis. 81 into 9 is equal to 801. What do you need to do to make this equation true? See, it is wrong. So how can you make it valid or true? So here is the response. Here is the reply here. Answer, solution. For the first one, what did I say? Naveen's mother has 3 children. Ramesh, Sarla, and who's the third one? It's Naveen's mother. So the third one is of course Naveen. So Ramesh, Sarla, and Naveen. The answer is obvious, but we tend to miss it. Now the equation, you simply turn it upside down. So 108 is equal to 6 into 18. What was the original? 81 into 9 is equal to 801. So inverted 108 is equal to 6 into 18. You can multiply and find out for yourself. Now, there's another funny riddle for you here. You're running a race and at the very end, you pass the person in the second place. What place did you finish the race in? So the person who was running second, you overtake that person. So what place do you hold now? So normally we have the tendency to say first. It is wrong. So you have taken up the second place. You've just beaten him and you occupy the second place now. So that is where you have to think, your logical reasoning comes to the core. Now look at this one. Imagine you are in a room with no windows or doors. How will you get out? It's very difficult. No windows, no doors. How can you get out? Best solution, stop imagining. Don't imagine at all. Only if you imagine that you are in a room with no doors or windows, you find it difficult. So stop imagining. Don't imagine. What can jump higher than a building? So again, you have to think carefully here. Analyze it critically. What can jump higher than a building? Answer, anything. You, I, or a rat or a cat or anything. Because buildings don't jump. So how can you make the building jump? Find out to what height it has jumped and then decide who jumps higher than it. So it is impossible. Now you can frame your own riddle with some simple and easy steps. The first step is start with the answer. So you first decide the answer. Think of the answer to the riddle first, then work backwards to create your question. It is better to choose an object for the solution. Now step 2. So you'll cover 50% now. It's brainstorming. So pick out all words or phrases that could be linked with your answer. Then 75%, when do you complete it? It is step 3. You choose meanings, related features, the actions done, qualities it has, and the description. Then you frame your riddle. Now how do you do it? Step 4. Figures of speech like metaphor, simile, personification, or hyperbole can be used to make comparisons or describe your answer in new ways. This makes the riddle tough for the reader to solve. The next step is writing your riddle. So write the riddle in clear descriptive language. Show it to your friends and relations. See whether they are able to find out the answer. Then you'll get an idea of how successful you have been. Now, there is a riddle here. Just look at this. A red house is made with red bricks. A blue house is made with blue bricks. An orange house is made with orange bricks. And a yellow house with yellow bricks. What is the green house made with? So our tendency is to give the answer as green. Now you have to consider all these points now. Now look at the description of the characteristics. Bricks, the color. House also, color. And what's the logic? House takes the color of bricks. And how do you name it? How do you name the house? According to the color. Now what is the kind of, what are you trying to describe here? It is the construction. What are you trying to talk about? The construction. And what is the answer? Contrary to the color, the feature is due to the substance, glass. Why do I say so? Look at this. A greenhouse stays warm inside even during the winter. In the daytime, sunlight shines into the greenhouse and warms the plants and air inside. At night time, it's colder outside, but the greenhouse stays pretty warm inside. That's because the glass walls of the greenhouse trap the sun's heat, and therefore a greenhouse, it is made of glass, not of green bricks. Right? I hope you understood the pun. So thanks a lot for listening to me patiently. So earlier I presented a video on tongue twisters. Now this is almost a sequel to it. Here we've discussed riddles, some interesting riddles, the answers there, and the formation structure, tips to frame your own riddles. So thanks a lot. Please keep watching, sharing, liking and subscribing. And whatever comments you have, you can put them down in the description box. So thank you so much for your patient listening. Bye for now.